Hi everyone, it's Kim. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have another pick a card reading for you. Today's pick a card reading is aimed to help you with a decision. So if you don't know what to do in regard to something, my hope is to give you clarity and insight on that. So if you're experiencing any confusion or indecision in your life right now and you don't know which way to go or which path to take, hopefully if this reading resonates to you, or with you rather, I can give you some clarity on that situation. We have 4 stacks that you can choose from here. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can also choose from the corresponding stones. The first one looks like this. This is a pyramid for the solar plexus chakra. The second one is this shape. I'm not entirely sure how many sides this thing has, but I know it's associated with the third eye chakra, and it is an amethyst stone. The third stack is for the sacral chakra, and the fourth is for the heart chakra. And as always, these crystals are not meant to necessarily be parallel with the messages that you're going to get. So if something is for the heart chakra, I'm not entirely sure that whatever is in the stack is regarding the heart chakra, if you know what I mean. So yeah, just pick whatever calls out to you, and if it doesn't resonate, maybe you can pick out another stack, or you can just check out another one of the readings, because it could be very likely that this specific one, if it doesn't resonate with you, could just be resonating with somebody else more. With that said, I hope by now you have chosen. If not, go ahead and pause the video and meditate a little bit on your question and which one you feel calls to you the most. Also, I have personal readings available, and the information on how to get one is going to be below. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. If you pick stack 1, what should you do? What is your guidance in terms of this situation? Move this real quick. All right. All right, so we have the 2 of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune, Adventure, 55, Boundaries, Ishtar. Love yourself enough to say no to others' demands on your time and energy. Gratitude. I'm thankful for this life and the opportunities that it presents. Acceptance. I'm learning to accept the things that I cannot change. Third eye chakra, 6. Throat chakra, 5. Interesting. You have 5, 5, 5 here, and then 10 of Hearts, culmination. All right, so you have 2 10s so far, actually 3 with this one, because if you had 5 and 5, it's 10. So numerology is definitely trying to give you some signs right now. So give me one moment and I'm going to see what this is saying. So some of you guys are debating whether you should travel or something, or if you should make the move onto something. What I'm getting is that you actually have to make a decision soon if you want to have this experience of the Wheel of Fortune being in your favor. So yeah, what's blocking your ultimate enjoyment and your happiness is not making a decision on something. So if you can't really decide fully on whatever it is that you're wondering, then make smaller decisions. So for instance, if you want to travel, or you're not sure if you should just take a gap year from school, or if you're not sure about doing something, then go ahead and break down what you want to do, and break down those two decisions, and do something that will help you get further along. So, for instance, if you want to travel, make the decision to scope out places that you want to go. Or make the decision to save X amount of money for this week. This way, the wheel is moving forward and you're not stuck in the stagnant place. This way, the change is happening even if you're not entirely sure of what to do. It's interesting because the last card is culmination, so it's almost like progressing. I feel like a lot of you guys want to do something, but you feel like people are going to oppose you, or you feel like you can't do something because of what other people will say. It will do you well to meditate and close your eyes and to really see and decide what you want to do and to speak out, because the 2 chakras here are showing up for you to do so. The third eye chakra is all about intuition and clarity and inner seeing. So if you have a visualization in your mind's eye, like if you want to travel somewhere, you just close your eyes and picture yourself in that place, and you'll know exactly where you want to go and what steps you need to take. I feel like a lot of you guys are just sick from wherever you are. Like, you're not sick as in in bed sick, but you're tired and exhausted of where you currently are, and you really want something new. You want some sort of change. But I feel like people are constantly trying to tell you what to do or tell you how to live and all of these things, but you've had enough, or you're very close to having enough. Like, you're tired of living this mediocre, slow life. You feel like you're wasting your life, is what I'm getting. And I feel like, you have to really be grateful the fact that you're here and you're alive and the abundance in your life. Be grateful for that, but at the same time, fully accept what you want. Fully accept the fact that you're unhappy in certain ways about your life. Fully accept that you want to be somewhere else, and fully accept that perhaps this thing has come to an end. Whether it be a job, relationship, or a business venture, something that you're developing or something that you're creating. It's about accepting that maybe that has come to an end and having gratitude for the lessons that it has given you. So what should you do? Definitely, you gotta make some decisions. Like, this is exactly what these 2 cards are saying. You gotta make decisions that are aligned with what you actually want in order to get to this culmination, which is really beautiful existence and simple and contentment. It's like contentment in the most simplest way. It's happiness and just relaxation. It's relief. That's what the 10 of Hearts is about. But it's a journey. You have to take this road. So yeah, definitely make some decisions, even if you don't see the entire staircase. Take the next step. Only you can know what that is. It depends on your situation, really. So yeah, if you're not sure whether you want to leave home or you want to stay, but at the same time you're so unhappy staying, then start to look into how you can move out, where you want to move out. These are things that you have to do, and actually start talking about it. Tell your friends, oh, I'm looking for a place. Or if you have a coworker, tell them that, oh, I'm looking for this, or I'm looking for a new school, or I'm looking for a place to stay. Just be open about your desires, but of course don't reveal too much, and know that you can achieve that, and know that you're getting there. And don't be afraid, because this newness, this new path is going to open up for you, and it's going to be an adventure that you're just going to enjoy. But at the same time, you got to realize when something is enough. Pardon my nails, but you have to realize when enough is enough, and when you're done putting up with something. For a lot of you guys, it's relationships. For a lot of you guys, it's your relationship with a parent or a family member. And for some of you guys, it's about, your place of work. You're just feeling like you're spent and you want something more. You want to live with adventure. You don't want the same monotonous thing all the time. So yeah, you got to start making those tiny little steps towards what you really want. And you know what that is. Whatever it is that you hear yourself speaking. Like, do you ever notice yourself talking about a specific place that you want to go to? Like, do you ever talk to your friends about, like, oh, look at this place? Like, oh, I always love that. I always love that place. You have to listen to what you're talking about, because that's really where you're heading. That's your end goal. And that will bring you happiness. With the combination card here, it will bring you happiness to start working towards that goal and start to move this wheel around and start making some necessary changes in your life and fully accepting where you are, even though you're ready to move forward and change significantly. So yeah, I hope that helped you and gave you some guidance. It's a little difficult on a general reading because there's so many energies and so many different people going through different things. But hopefully you got the message that you needed from that. And I want to thank you so much for watching. And if you liked it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. All right. If you picked stack 2 with this third eye chakra stone, what should you do? What's going on? All right. So we have the 6 of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles, spiritual career, 78. Inner goddess, Aphrodite. Awaken the goddess within you through dance, self-care, and appreciating your divinity. Balance. I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. Wisdom, the Hierophant or Hierophant. Hierophant. And then 8 of Trees is skill. Okay. So what is going on for those who pick stack 2? What should you do? Okay, some of you guys are easily swayed by relationships. Like, some of you guys are really into relationships and you probably never have been single for that much longer in your life. Or you are likely to be taken for most of your life. So these cards are basically saying that you may feel a little bit off balance and you may feel like you might be losing it, or, some sort of tension has arisen in you. Or, I don't even know if I said that right. Some sort of tension has risen within you to the point of manifesting and attracting this pick a card reading. And I'm here to tell you that in order to balance yourself, you have to start taking control of your life by standing up for yourself and just being an individual as opposed to always being in a relationship. Like, some of you guys are in relationships that are not doing you any good anymore. And there's a part of you that wants to just leave and go and be single. But there's also a part of you that's scared at the same time. There's also a need for you to work on yourself. So if this is resonating for you, your message is definitely to make the conscious effort to work on yourself. Make the conscious effort to improve yourself and really delve into who you really are, who you truly are deep inside. And perhaps you're somebody who haven't been very in touch with your spiritual side. So this is what this is saying, get in touch with yourself, get to know who you are on a deeper level. Because I feel like you might have been very much always with somebody. And perhaps you were someone who is always putting the other person in a pedestal, or always thinking about the other person as opposed to yourself. or you were never really known to just be yourself. This is your time to start working on the things that you actually want to do, separate from your partner. It's not to say that you need to like break it off or something. For some of you guys, this message of breaking it off won't resonate, but for some of you guys it will. So it really depends on your situation, but really the gist of this message is you have to really take a step back from this relationship and work on yourself a little bit, like gain a little bit more of your individuality back. Not in a selfish way, but in a selfless way, because once you're happy and you're stable in yourself and you have your inner goddess and you're connected to your inner goddess, then that relationship will 100% blossom and grow even further. But there's just a need for you to be a little bit more selfish. Be a little bit more selfish this time around. So, like, you clicked on this video of, like, what should you do? Because I feel like some of you guys are really wondering if this relationship is even right for you. Like, you're not sure what to do and how to go forward in this relationship. And like I mentioned earlier, some of you guys will benefit from breaking it off or taking a break from this person. But please listen to yourself. Listen to what your own personal message is, because this is a general reading. For some of you guys, breaking it off is a good choice. For others, it's not. Other people, you don't need to break it off. You just have to sort of like talk to your partner and be like, hey, I'm kind of like feeling weird a little bit. I think I should just spend a little bit more time on my own. It's really nothing about you. It's more about me. Like, I feel like I'm looking for something, I'm searching for something, and I don't know what. Just be open and communicative of your feelings and where you are at with your partner. And that will really give you some of the stability and the groundedness that I feel like you want. And in the same way, like, once you're able to do that and really honor yourself, then you're able to give back more than you initially were able to. So yeah, because some of you guys are really like giving. Some of you guys have been so selfless to the point that you didn't leave enough for yourself, and now it's almost like calling for you. Your soul is calling for you to finally put yourself first. And just take a breather from all the responsibility that you feel. So yeah, it's definitely about self-love for those who pick stack 2. What should you do? You should honor yourself first and foremost, and just accept the fact that you might have to be selfish a little bit in doing that, and maybe you're not used to that, but it's something that your soul, I feel, is wanting you to do. It's calling for you to do that. It's almost like going back to the drawing board. If you guys aren't familiar with that saying, going back to the drawing board, it's basically, taking a conscious moment, going into hermit mode and making a plan, organizing things. In this case, organizing your life, organizing your thoughts, organizing where you want to go. Because a lot of you guys are really searching for growth and you're not exactly sure where to go or how to go about it. But again, before you can figure that out, it's about going back to the drawing board and figuring out the ways that you're imbalanced. So maybe you're overcompensating in some areas of your life, and at the same time blocking yourself off in others. So it's really up to you to decide. I don't really exactly know your situation because thousands of people watch this video, so I hope that you're able to adjust it for your specific situation. And thank you so much for watching. I hope that this helped you. All right. Okay, so if you pick stack 3, the sacral chakra stone, what should you do? We have the Fool and the Two of Coins, the Two of Pentacles. So some of you guys are deciding whether you should move or take this job or relocate somewhere. All right, so we have Patience too. So another 2. Typically that's an indication of a connection whenever the numbers match up like that. We also have Guiding Children. You are good at helping, counseling, and healing children. Use your skills to help children now. Some of you guys have children that you're really considering in your decision. Surrender. I can release my need for control. And then Loneliness. I know that I'm never alone. Maybe you guys can hear my dog barking in the back. All right, then we have Partnerships and Alliances, 3 of Wands. And then 6 of Stars, Success. Interesting. All right. So some of you guys are wondering if this decision is the right decision because you have a family that you have to think about. You have children that you have to think about. But at the same time, you have been feeling very stuck or stagnant lately in your current position, and you're almost yearning for some change to occur. So you're really trying to weigh the options of like what you should do, what are the steps you need to take. Like you almost feel like you're choking sometimes. That's what I'm getting. Just a lot of responsibility is on you, likely because of your family or your children. But if you don't have a family or children, then this is just saying that, you know, you probably have a little sister, a little brother, or people or younger people who look up to you. That's one of the possibilities of why Damara is here. Or this, for some of you guys, your passion or your gift lies in guiding and teaching children. So maybe that can help you in your decision. You know, some of you guys are dealing with a decision of changing your major or changing what you're studying. So maybe you can consider this other aspect where you probably won't make more, but it'll definitely fulfill you spiritually. And also, you'll have success with it with the 6 of Stars. The 6 of Wands is all about victory and getting recognition for something. But yeah, a lot of you guys are struggling with this decision in fear of making the wrong one, and also in fear of being outcasted because of it. With the 3 of Wands, what I'm getting with that is you have people around you that you can rely on. So you might even have friends who have done this thing or who are familiar with this decision. So you can actively seek them out, or you can ask for their help, and they will definitely be there for you. You know, use their experience to help you in this situation. A lot of you guys are wanting to rush into something, rush into making a decision. You're feeling like you're running out of time, but it's really causing a lot of tension and depression and anxiety in you. So these cards are saying, you know, take a breather, relax, literally sit up straight and just, you know, put your shoulders down. Make sure that your shoulders are relaxed, and just feel this feeling of relaxation. And bring yourself into this field of patience. That yes, you might be wanting to rush into things like the Fool and jump off of cliffs that are probably very dangerous. But I think right now, it's okay that you don't know what you want to do. Just have this confirmation that everything is going to be okay. And surrender to the uncertainty of the situation. And don't forget about the other people that can have your back. Don't forget about the people that you can rely on, because there are people you can rely on. Some of you guys are like, no, I really don't know anybody, but you know, you have people on YouTube like myself also who you can ask for help, or you can just look up YouTube or Google. You can look up things in relation to the decision that you're trying to make to help you feel more prepared to make it. It's very vague, I know, I'm sorry. It's just a general reading, and some of you guys are having difficulty deciding on a wide variety of subjects. So, yeah. For some of you guys, you just want to rush into it, you want to make the leap, but timing is everything. Keep that in mind. You probably have people that you need to keep in mind also. So, I'm also getting that for someone here, or for at least a couple people, it's about leaving a marriage. You know, you feel you're married or you're in a relationship, but you feel lonely. But you know that there are people who've got your back. You're not alone, and you can rely on these people. Ultimately, don't worry, everything is working out fine. You will be okay, and things are working in your favor. It truly, truly, truly is. It could also be a message of being patient with your partner. And, you know, some of you guys want to jump into an affair. That's what I'm getting. Some of you guys want to jump into an affair. You have a family that you're going to consider, and you want to jump into an affair, or you want to cheat because you're lonely. Your partner is not helping you feel at all valued right now. But it's about being patient in yourself and being patient in the partnership, and knowing that another person or any external circumstances can't make you happy unless you're happy within yourself. So that's something to consider if you pick stack 3 and if it's resonating with you. If you have any comments, let me know. I'd love to hear how this is resonating for you and what this means for your specific situation. Thank you so much for watching, and if you like the video, give it a thumbs up, please. I would really appreciate it. Alright. Okay. My dog is barking. I'm sorry. Alright, so if you pick the 4th stack with the heart chakra stone, what should you do? 8 of Pentacles and Lovers. Instantly, for some of you guys, the right thing to do is to work on this partnership and to not leave it behind. Health. That's 7-1 equals 8, and then we have 8 here. Very interesting. Irene, peace. There is no need to worry. Everything is working out beautifully. Self-esteem. I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. Yeah, temptation. 15. And the King of Hearts, healer. So some of you guys are dealing with a water sign, Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces. Alright, or it could also be dealing with a Capricorn. So it's interesting, it's very familiar to just the last stack that I did, which is this one with the sacral chakra stone. Some of you guys are dealing with wanting to leave a relationship for somebody else. You guys want to cheat possibly, or you want to have an affair for whatever reason. Some of you guys could be dealing with health issues, or your partner is dealing with health issues, although that's not necessarily the case. But so if you pick stack 4, what should you do? So this decision that you're struggling to make is stemming from a lack of self-esteem. Like, your confusion stems from a lack of self-esteem, and this is why the temptation and the devil is easily, which is why the devil easily penetrates your energy and makes you more aware of the temptations around you. I'm sorry if you can hear my dog and if he's being really loud. Alright, so what's going on? Yeah, some of you guys are dealing with a health issue in the family that's really causing you to work, or you feel like you need to be responsible, or you feel like it's your responsibility to make everything okay again. This is a beautiful message though, because it says there is no need to worry as everything is working out beautifully. So Yeah, it's almost like a hug from the universe telling you that everything is going to be okay and everything is just as it is. Some of you guys are having trouble believing in yourself and whether or not you're worthy of the situation or you're going to make it through. You are. This talks about being in this healing vibration. You don't have to be dealing with the water sign to get this card. It could be talking about the characteristics of the King of Hearts. The King of Hearts is someone who is very grounded, emotionally mature, and emotionally intelligent. He could be going through the worst of times and he'll still remain grounded and he's not going to let his emotions get the best of him. So it's almost like he's using his head, but also feeling fully and accepting fully where he's at. For some of you, that's where you need to be. That's where you need to attain to. Maybe that's what you're working on. Maybe you're working on becoming the King of Hearts. Because maybe you're feeling very low and just anxious about so many things right now. So you're working on becoming more grounded in yourself and in the situation, and not letting temptation affect you. Some of you guys are dealing with like a seductress, I feel like, and it's so easy for you to be receptive to it because you might be going through troubles at home, financially possibly. But what I'm getting is that if this is resonating with you, your partner right now just needs your patience, needs your love and your unconditional love. Your partner right now is actually someone who is very important to your soul. Probably your soulmate, could even be your twin flame. So for some of you guys, it's because you're married or you've been in this relationship for a long time and perhaps the fire has died down a little bit, but this comes up next to this to show you that this is actually a really important relationship. It's one that's worth fighting for. It's one that's worth working on, and you shouldn't easily give up on it. I feel like you guys could be going through financial troubles to the point of overworking yourself in order to meet financial security or to be more financially secure. You're overworking yourself. So this is a message of take care of your health, because when you're feeling scarcity all the time, then you're attracting more of that to you. So it's important that you nip that frequency that has invaded your energy. It's important that you nip it in the butt. Make sure that you're able to grasp that this is a temporary time of distress. So what should you do? To summarize, you should definitely just try your best to be the best man or best woman that you can be, both mentally, spiritually, and also emotionally. Understand and recognize where your self-esteem is giving you trouble in your life, and where your self-esteem and the state of your self-esteem is creating for you, or rather what the state of your self-esteem is creating for you. Likely it has something to do with this temptation card. Yeah, see, it's like he's trying to grab something. There's a key there. It's like a light. It's a beautiful light, but there's this darkness that holds him down. But he wants to reach for it, but at the same time, he also feels like he can be pulled in. He almost wants to be pulled in, but he also wants to get out. So definitely like a conflict there. But for those who pick Stack 4, you're dealing with something that you shouldn't be dealing with, and it's not good for you. So if it's drinking, or if it's drugs, or if it's sex, just be mindful of that. Don't let your lack of self-esteem right now, or your problems or your troubles, stop you from creating a better future for yourself, because the decisions and the actions that you make now are really important for your future. So it's important to think long term. And also keep in mind that you have to take care of yourself too. Don't be ashamed that you need to rest. Everybody needs to rest. And don't be ashamed that you feel weak or that you need help sometimes. Everybody feels weak and everybody needs help sometimes. So yeah, I hope that this helped those who picked stack 4. I know some of it was very specific, but ultimately the message is you should not do what you're tempted to do and you know you shouldn't do. For some of you guys, like I said, it's an affair. For some of you guys, it's alcohol. For some of you guys, it's drugs. For some of you guys, it's cheating. Whatever it is, stay focused. Stay focused on what you want. Imagine that this lovers is your goal. You have to stay focused on your goal and not let this get through to you. So yeah, I hope that resonates. Let me know in the comments if it resonates with you and how it resonates with you. I'd be really interested in knowing. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope that you enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys in the next one.